All right. Let's get message sent. And let's go here. Oh, wrong button. This. It's the right way. This is that. And I wish that I could see all of the names. That's cool. Yes. Yeah, I got that right. Cool. Yes, I am fine with adding over 200 people because that's what I do on a daily basis. Okay. All right, I got that nice and fixed up. Everybody is added, and all the information that I need. I think. Cool. Okay, that's supposed to do that. All right. I have not looked at the leaderboards for this week. I've been a little tuned out. Let me take a look. Let me see if I can make my own little prediction here of what's gonna happen. As of week 7, Team Cupid is in the 4th spot, currently 5-2. Cupid is they have 15 match wins with 9 losses, putting them at a positive 6. And Team Iris is almost exactly the same with 5 wins to 2 losses, with 17 overall wins, 9 overall losses, putting them at 8 positive. It's gonna be a pretty close match. I think what we're looking at is gonna be it's gonna be a real match. I'm a little scared to see how this works out. I don't know if let me double check before I start saying some wild stuff here. I don't think that if Cupid loses and Volturnus wins, Cupid would still be positive on them, I believe. Unless Volturnus full sweeps, and if Volturnus full sweeps, they'll be even with them. I'll try to do the mental math for her. So if Cupid gets full swept, they'll be 15-12. If Volturnus full sweeps, they'll be 18-13. Uh, that'll put Volturnus um, at a higher games down. So those, or I guess they'd be games up. Their games up would be 3 higher, I think, 5 higher, something like that, 3 or 5 higher. I think it's 3 higher than. Hold on, wait, no, what am I talking about? I'm looking at the wrong thing. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. I'm comparing Volturnus to Cupid, or yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah. Either way, these two are solidified in the playoffs. They're not going to be kicked out of playoffs at all, um, which is good for those two. Really good. Uh, the only team that might make it to playoffs is, or that could like make a change in what's going on right now is I think Luna, Luna and Neptune, actually. Vulcan would have to get full swept. Who's playing right now? There's a team playing right now that I wasn't really paying much attention to. Team Luna versus Volturnus. Yeah, so let's see. If Team Luna full sweeps somehow against Volturnus, Team Luna might have a chance at getting into the playoffs if Vulcan loses. Vulcan would have to get full swept though. Or not full swept. They would at least have to lose 1-3. Like that's how they'd have to lose. As for Neptune, I don't know who Neptune plays this week. Who's Neptune play? Neptune play. Oh, that's the wrong one. Neptune plays Venus, and Venus is, if I knew how to navigate Discord, Venus is at the very, very bottom. So Neptune has a chance to full sweep. So Vulcan itself has to get full swept or lose one game, or win one game, get full swept. They can win 2 games and get full swept, and Neptune or Luna would have to win all 3 of their matches without losing a single match just to get into the playoffs. I made that really complicated. I'm not doing the same lobby as those guys. I'm in a different lobby. I'm doing mine uh for the shrine. It's supposed to be for the shrine team, but I'm not streaming with Socks or any of them unless Socks is for some reason also doing that. Is it possible that they got that I'm confused right now because I was I was just told for Cupid versus Iris, and I believe it's the Shrine team. Y'all are playing right now. I wasn't. I don't think I was supposed to stream you guys. I gotcha. Wait a minute. What? Are you on the Shrine team? Am I stupid? Your name's familiar to me. Hi, Ghost. By the way. Yeah, I need a few more details to understand what's going on. I sent the information to Raikau, and I think Cupid, or not Cupid, RMH should have it, but yeah, that's how I did it. That's how I did mine, except I did capitalization for both of mine. Okay. Interesting. I'm not the most intelligent. Did I just type over that? I just typed over that. Oh my god. There we go. Okay. I was typing Jupiter. Like, what am I doing? Interesting. How did... Okay. Whatever. Alright, well, good luck to both teams. You guys are both in playoffs, so I'm excited to see what goes on here. Yes, you're hard to go. Alright. I've not seen Eric play before. I would like to see how he rolls with Raikau here. Chugs, he's gonna pass it off the wall. Miku's gonna try and get a shot here. He just can't get one on. Project up to try and take the shot. Blocked off by RMH. Nice. Alright, let's see it. Raikau getting challenged by Chugsy. Almost getting the shot in. Bars out. Eric getting the 50. Ego's gonna pass it right to Raikau. Raikau gonna take it over, but it gets bumped. Miku gonna try and take it off the wall, but challenged by RMH. RMH passing it away. Raikkow trying to get a touch here, but he goes right past it on the ceiling. Eric going to pass it over to RMH in front of the net, where he's going to get 50 over to the corner. Now here's Chugsy, going to try and hit a shot here, but it goes off onto the wall. Now across to the corner, RMH is going to take control of it here. Raikkow tried to grab it, but it gets 50'd by Miku. Miku going to pass it mid, where nobody's going to be able to take the shot, so Eric is going to clear it. Eric, no boost, going to try and challenge here, but he just can't do it. Here's RMH going up into the corner. He's going to take a little bit of control here, but Chugsy gets it away from him. Miku going to try and get a challenge here onto Raikkow, but just can't make it happen. Raikkow almost gets an open net, but Project Ego here is here to block the ball. Ego going to try and hit it into the net, but RMH is there to block it. Now here's Eric going to try and take a little bit of control here up on the wall, but Miku there trying to get a pass to mid. Chugsy almost sneaking a shot in, but it just doesn't make it. Almost hit post, but just a little wide. Chugsy going to pass it mid. Here's Miku to try to go up the wall with it. We got RMH. Oh, we got all three on defense right now. Almost got the pass to Chugsy. There's Ego on the wall, taking the ball to the corner. Going to try and get a pass mid. Chugsy helping out here. RMH trying to clear it, but he misses the ball. Here's Miku trying to get the ball into the net once more. Here's Chugsy taking another shot, blocked out by RMH. Here's Raikkow taking a little bit of an air dribble, but he runs out of boost, giving the ball to Miku over to the corner. Miku juking out his teammates just a little bit. Here's Eric taking a shot here, but it goes over up to Chugsy. Chugsy's going to clear it off to Project. Project going to try and get a little bit of an air dribble here. And here's Miku to take control back into the corner. Chugsy taking the shot here. Just goes off the wall and bounces out for a clear. Here's Eric going to try and hit it towards the opposing net. Chugsy going to clear it to his corner. Try and take control with 0 boost. And here's Eric getting the ball out of the corner, or out of the middle of the field, over to the corner once more. Raikkow getting a little bit of a 50, sending the ball across field. Miku here cherry picking just a little bit. Chugsy going to try and take a shot here, and it hits both posts, and it doesn't go in. Miku going for an air dribble. RMH hanging around underneath. Miku not able to get the extra flip, but Ego comes in here and absolutely egos the defense, sliding the ball past them, making our first game 1-0. Iris has our first point here. If they can keep up the offensive pressure, Cupid might just crumble. Alright, and here's the start here. Raikkow up on the wall trying to pass it mid for his teammates. Miku is there, but Raikkow, 50 cent. Ego doing a little bit of dribble action here, but he ran out of boost and he can't do much with it. But Chugsy takes a shot, blocked by Raikkow. Raikkow popping the ball away from the wall. Nobody's there to take control as Chugsy puts it closer onto the Cupid side. RMH trying to get a little bit of a flick action here, but he gets blocked by Chugsy. Now Project has the ball once more. RMH there to take the ball away from him, get the ball past mid, but Miko gets it past him. It looks like Cupid's got a little bit more offense on him now. I hope they can keep that offensive pressure, because I would hate for this series to end too soon. There's Miku trying to get another shot on net, but Eric gets rid of it. Eric passing the ball to Raikkow. Raikkow putting it to his corner. Raikkow going to pop the ball up for Eric. Eric would have beaten the enemies, but he just couldn't hit the ball. Now the ball's floating in front of the net and almost gets put in, but Raikkow blocks it away, and Chugsy comes to finish it. Iris with 2 goals, Cupid with 0. 39 seconds left in the game. Can Cupid bring it back here? Alright, Eric in Iris' corner, passing the ball mid, but Chugsy pops it away from his net. Chugsy popping the ball one more time, getting it away, tossing it to the wall. Raikkow going to do a little bit of shadow defense on Miku here, and it tends to work out for him pretty well. And Miku going to pass the ball back to the corner. There's Eric here, waiting for a little bit of control here. And Miku also waiting. The ball gets to Raikkow. Raikkow pops it out. The ball stays in the corner though. Now Chugsy taking an open net shot on the goal, putting it 3-0 for the first game. Iris is playing pretty good right now. A little bit of a powerhouse. Alright. Looks like we were unable to get one goal for Cupid this game, but that's okay. They've got at least 2 more games to try and get 1 goal, but I have high hopes for them. I think that they can take these games back. Oh, we are down 2 players. Oh, sorry about that. Throat's been itchy for a couple of days now. I haven't really casted very much lately, but it's still a little itchy. Cool, everybody's up. Awesome. Alright, let's see if these guys can take their game back. Hopefully Cupid can get their series a little closer. Alright, it's looking like Cupid's got a little bit of pressure here. RMH passing the ball mid, but it's a little too high. Nobody can actually get there. Raikkow going to take control on the wall and try and pass it to RMH. RMH going to get another pass into the mid. Ball floats in front of the net, but it's cleared out. And here's Eric going to try and get another pass mid, or even a shot here. This looks like it's a shot. Raikkow here, popping the ball a little high. He's going to try and get blocked off by the defense, but Raikkow is still there for the touch. Raikkow is going to pass it in front of the net one more time, but the shot can't get placed. The defense on Iris right now is insane. And the ball's just kind of floating out in the mid here. RMH is going to pop it high. Ball's going to bounce out. Eric's going to try and take a shot here, but he can't get it placed. Here's Raikkow trying to finish it up, but it gets blocked out by Chugsy. RMH trying to get a little challenge here on Chugsy, but Chugsy gets it past him. Chugsy putting the pressure back on him with Miku. There's RMH popping the ball away, but Chugsy's still right on top of him. Chugsy's putting the pressure on. Here's Project getting another shot on net, but it hits the crossbar, goes down, and gets cleared out. Miku on his backboard, getting ready to hit the ball, but RMH passes it mid, and it goes past the net. Nobody can take the shot. Now the ball is going towards Cupid's net, and it gets in. It gets sunk in by Miku, putting our game at 1-0 for game 2. Yeah, Iris is not playing around today. Alright. Miku's going to pass it mid here to Project. Project's going to get a little bit of a touch here, but RMH gets the ball away from the net. Eric going to pop the ball out, but Chugsy is there to 50 him. Raikkow is going to try and get the ball away. Passing it right to Project. Project going to pass it to Miku. Miku taking a shot, but RMH blocks it. Here's Eric on the wall. Going to try and get a little bit of 50 here, but he gets double blocked. Now the ball is floating above the net with Miku going up and Chugsy being backup support here. Project getting a pass to Miku. Miku not getting the touch that he wanted. Here's Eric trying to clear it away from his net, and it gets crossed to the other side where RMH is waiting. But Chugsy not giving them a break as he is right on top of him. Miku getting a demo on Raikkow as he has control of the ball. He goes right to Project Ego. This is looking a little bit like a problem for Cupid right now. The Iris offense is just nasty right now. They're not hitting all of their shots, but they are putting enough pressure that the defense just can't get there to the next shot. Hey. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to win that game. I have high hopes for my team. My team's really good. I'm not the best player, but I have no intention of losing. And the ball is going to float over Iris's net. Miku's going to pass it out to Chugsy. Chugsy's going to get a little bit of a touch here. Eric's going to try to take a shot here, but Chugsy, once again, there to block the ball. Chugsy's going to clear it out. RMH here to take control. Miku trying to take another shot, but Raikko's there to block the ball away. Miku going to try and pass mid, but he just can't get a good enough pinch. And here's Project getting the ball back into the corner, keeping the immense pressure on Cupid right now. Raikko going for a little bit of an air dribble play here. The ball just can't get sunk in. Miku is there for the block as RMH takes a shot. Miku's going to pass it mid to Chugsy. Chugsy is going to slot it into the net. Almost hitting the crossbar, but no, he slotted that. Great pass by Miku. That puts game 2 3-0. Iris in the lead. The ball is just glued to the Cupid side of the field right now. Miku's going to pass it up to the backboard. He's not going to follow up on it as Raikkow passes it out, but Miku's there for the pass out. There's Project hitting the ball mid. He's going to try and take a shot here is what it seems. Miku passes the ball mid. Chugsy's going to try and get a shot here, but he just can't. And now the Iris field is just open, and it's just in their net. RMH getting the first goal of the series for Cupid. Hopefully this is the turning point. I don't want to see Cupid full swept here. Alright, Miku gonna try and take control here, but Raikkow just right on top of him. Eric gonna try and take the shot, but he just can't get there as Chugsy blocks him. Project gonna take a little bit of control here, but Eric there for that as well. Chugsy popping the ball up high where Raikkow is gonna take control of it and just bang it right into the net. That is 2 goals for Cupid. Their first 2 goals of the series, looking like they might actually take this game back. Raikkow getting a little romantical up in here. Eric gonna try and take control of the ball around mid, but he doesn't have enough boost to stay with it. Project's gonna try and clear it out of his corner, but RMH is gonna try and 50. Can't do much with it. Raikkow popping the ball high. Chugsy there to meet him in the air. Chugsy just can't quite get there. RMH taking another shot and sinking it. That puts us even in game 2, 3 for 3. Cupid is starting to lock in now. Not sure how Iris is going to handle this this pushback here. Raikkow up onto the backboard here, trying to get a little double here. He just can't make it happen. Puts us in overtime for game 2. Ball is popped high. Eric going to try and take a shot here, but Chugsy there for the touch. Raikkow getting a little bit of a touch here. RMH is going to help him out as a shot was taken by Project. Chugsy's going to pass the ball mid to his teammates, and nobody can quite sink it. Raikkow going to be the one to clear it out. Raikkow unable to get the extra touch, but Eric is there to save the ball from going towards the net. Miku trying to take a shot, but he aims it wide. And here's Chugsy to take control here. But it's alright. Raikkow is going up, putting the ball into Iris's corner. Chugsy going to pop it up to Project. Project's going to take it up the sidewall. Chugsy going to try to play time here, I think. Not really much time he can play, but he's taking it slow. Project there for the ball to go to the other corner now. Raikkow is going to 50 him. Raikkow is going to try and take a shot here, but Miku is there to put the ball away from the net. RMH taking an awkward shot. I don't think that would have been a good shot there. Eric sliding the ball past the only defender left in the net and gets the goal. Cupid with their first game of the series. It's a good shot. Good shot by Eric. We're now even in the series, 1-1. I'd like to see this close action. This close action is something. I like it. I'm getting all sorts of notifications on my phone right now. I'm not a fan of that. Thankfully for both teams, they're solidified in the playoffs. Uh, I think this will be the deciding factor of who plays who in the first playoff match for them. Alright, Chugs is going to pop it over to the Vulcan side. Raikow's going to try and pop it out, but he can't quite get there. Project trying to sneak in the shot that was missed by Raikow. Unable to make it happen. Chugsy going off his own backboard, popping the ball away from Eric, but RMH is there to receive it. Now Project going to try and take another shot, or pass up mid, sorry. RMH taking a shot on net, but it's blocked out by Miku. Miku's going to pass it mid for Chugsy. Chugsy going to take a shot. RMH clearing it out. Project failed to clear the ball away from his field. RMH trying to take the pass here, but he just can't make it happen. Raikow passing the ball to the opposing team. Here's Eric clearing it away from his net. Chugsy passing the ball back to mid, but he gets blocked away by Raikow once again. Miku up on the wall, passing the ball mid for Chugsy. Chugsy up, trying to take a shot here. Almost sinks it, but Raikow there to block it. Here's Project taking another shot. RMH is going to be there. Doubled on by Eric. Now here's Raikow popping the ball high. Going to try and take some control here, but he just can't quite make it happen. Now here's Chugsy passing the ball mid, where Raikow is going to try and take a little bit of aerial control. Getting a 50 in front of the Iris net, but unable to make anything happen. RMH getting the pass mid, but cleared out by Chugsy. Raikow getting a little bit of a 50, getting the ball past to Eric in mid. The ball gets popped high by Miku. RMH tries to sneak in a shot, but unable to make it happen. Chugsy there to block Raikow, but he misses the block. Now here's Raikow taking a shot, but blocked by Project. Miku putting the ball up the corner wall. RMH is going to go up the wall with it. Trying to take a little bit of a shot here. Blocked by Chugsy once again. Is Miku just going to take a little bit of control here. Pop it over Raikow. Eric waiting in mid to try and take it there, but he gets a little bit of 50 with Project. Raikow is going to get a little bit of air control. Chugsy's trying to block him, but he gets faked out by the flip reset. And here's Eric. Bounces the ball off the ground, trying to take a little bit of control, but he just can't make it happen. It's blocked out. RMH taking the ball away from Miku up high. Chugsy blocking the ball away from his net. Here's Project trying to pass the ball to Miku. Miku's cherry picking. Eric getting the ball away from his net, getting it all the way to the backboard for Iris. Now here's Raikow taking the shot. Or no, he's passing it mid. Now here's Miku flicking it past one defender. Eric missing the block, and Miku slides it into the net. Game 3, first goal goes to Iris. So far we got a pretty close game. Cupid's been keeping the pressure. They can't quite sink it. There's Raikow doing some air dribble. Miku trying to block, but Chugs is there instead. And here's Eric trying to get a 50 on Chugs, but can't make it happen. RMH getting the ball away from Chugs over to the corner where Raikow is going to try and take a shot. Miku is there. Project up in the air, taking the ball with him, getting a flip reset, 50ing Eric. Miku up to take a shot and gets that too. That puts Iris at 2 goals with Cupid at 0. Ball is getting back in front of the Vulcan net. That's cleared up. Here's Miku trying to get a pass mid. Oh my god, my mom is blowing up my phone right now. Alright. Now the ball is floating towards the Cupid side. Raikow passing it up, slowing it down for for RMH. And here's Project gonna try and take control, but it's made awkward by RMH. Chugsy taking another shot. RMH there again. RMH is getting a lot of ball time right now. Raikkow trying to get a little bit of a pass mid. It kind of works out. And here's RMH gonna pop the ball high. Oh, he's gonna get the shot, and he sinks it. Here we go. We got another goal for Cupid. Project almost reading that, but not quite. Chugsy unable to get up in time. Let's see if Cupid can take this to overtime once again. Miku putting it over to the corner. Ball's going to bounce a little high here. The Project's going to take it. Chugsy going to pop it further. RMH going to try and get a block here, but Raikkow is able to get to it instead. Project going to try and pass to Chugsy, but Chugsy's not there. Miku takes control. Eric on defense going to pop it away from Miku. RMH tries to slide the ball in, but he can't quite get there as Project puts the ball back onto the Cupid side. Raikkow blocks him. Here's Miku trying to pass mid, but it's not a very good pass. The ball pops high. Chugsy there, getting a touch, putting it to the other side of the field where RMH is waiting to clear it. RMH passes to Raikkow. Raikkow hits it high. Eric trying to take a shot, but he's a little awkward in the air with his air roll. And there's a shot by Chugsy, but it's not able to be sunk. RMH saves it once again. And here's Eric. Gonna pop the ball a little high. RMH on the backboard. Gonna try and make a little bit of a play here. Cupid is desperate to keep this ball up. The ball's up, and it's down. That's unfortunate for Cupid. Iris is into game 2 with their wins. I would like to see Cupid win here. That would make me maybe a little happy. Maybe a little happy. Though I am rooting for Iris though. Chugsy's on my team in another Chugsy's on my team in another league. Okay, Eric's not paying attention. Somebody's got match on. Oh, that's Miku in the game. Looks like we had a game crash. Oh, he is back. He made that fast. This could be a game changer for sure. All right, looks like everybody's in. We're missing one. Chugs are getting a little funny up in here. All right, everybody's in. Gang is in. Okay. Eric's gonna get the ball over to Iris' side here. RMH gonna try and take a shot, but it's blocked out by Project. Raikkow there to block the ball. And here's Chugsy. Gonna take control here. Try and pop it around the Vulcan's defense. I said Vulcan, but I meant Cupid. Got a lot of things on my mind right now. RMH gonna pass it to Eric, but Eric can't quite get there. Ball's gonna bounce off of the wall over to RMH. RMH gonna try to take a shot. Turns into a pass, but the pass doesn't go through. The ball bounces off the wall over to Raikkow. Raikkow takes a shot. Vulcan with the first goal of this game. Alright. Vulcan's going to stay on some offense here. Raikow's going to try and take another shot. Miku's going to block it. Chugsy going to take it to his corner. RMH trying to get it off the corner into mid, but it is blocked out. Eric takes another shot, but it's blocked by Miku. Raikkow making things awkward as RMH gets in there. Gets a little personal. Eric getting the ball passed to his own corner. Raikau and RMH double on a touch here. Project's going to take it up the wall, but it's getting blocked by RMH. RMH getting a little awkward on the walls. Eric tries to take control of the ball while he has no boost. Raikau going to push the ball over to the side so it's not in front of his net. Raikau blocking the ball away with RMH, a little doubling on that. Miku going to hit to the corner where it's going to bounce mid. Chugsy going to be there to receive it, hitting it off the sidewall. But Eric is there to get a little bit of a touch on it, where Raikau and RMH once again double commit on the ball. Are we playing two-man offense? Raikau getting the ball away from the offense. One guy left on defense. Chugsy blocks the ball away from his net. Here's Eric up in his corner where Chugsy's going to pass the ball mid, and the ball is going to just go right in. The defense has no boost. This is a close game so far. I'm hoping that Vulcan can do a little bit of pushback here. The ball gets slotted by Miku here. Defense was not ready for a shot. Ooh, let's see what happened. A little bit of a dead zone issue. That's fine. Alright. Looks like Vulcan's going to take a little bit of offense here. Miku's going to try and read a touch, and he gets the read on Raikau. Project up in his corner, trying to take the ball, but he just can't get there as it gets blocked away. Eric going to try and take a shot, but Chugsy sits still in the net to block it. Raikau there on the ball again. It's going to hit backboard, and he's going to take another shot, but he can't get there. He hits the crossbar and the post at the exact same time. Raikau going to try and pop the ball away from the offense, but they are just on top of it. RMH has to block a shot from Chugsy, leaving Raikau alone in the net to get a block. Raikau getting some crazy dashes on the wall right now. Eric's going to try and pass it mid, but he can't quite get a perfect pass. Now Eric is in his corner with the ball, but he's going to let Raikau take it. This Project hits the ball and tries to get it back in the corner. Trying to pass it mid, but Chugsy is there when it pops out. Chugsy's going to try and sneak a shot in, but he can't quite get the shot. Miku trying to get another shot in, but it does not get sunk either. Project getting a flip reset, trying to take a shot, but it has got 3 defenders on it right now. RMH in the air with no boost, passing it to Eric. Eric can't quite get there as it blocks away by Chugsy. Miku trying to get a little bit of a pop onto the Vulcan side here, but Raikau is there for the ball. RMH on it now. Project popping the ball high, passing it right to Eric. Eric gonna try and pop it away. Now here's Raikau on the ball, hitting it up onto the Iris side of the field. Ball gets pushed away by Miku. Now we have no defenders. If Miku can get there, he can take the shot, and he's blocked. Project passing it mid. Raikau there to receive. Raikau staying with it. The offense is up right now. Eric trying to take a shot, blocked away by Miku. Chugsy off the wall. Gonna try and stay away from the ball here. Trying to play defense with his 5 boost. He passes it mid in front of his net, trying to pinch with his teammate here. Gets a little bit of a successful pinch, not quite that fast. Raikau gonna try and 50 Project here. And he gets the 50, gets the ball away from Project over onto the Iris side of the field, where his team is gonna clear the ball in front of the net. But Chugsy there to push the ball back to the side wall. Chugsy getting the ball passed down to the back wall. Now Raikau in his corner. He's gonna try and get a little bit of ball control on the wall, but he just can't quite get there as he gets 50. We're back into the corner once again. Eric gonna do a little bit of ground play. Ball is back into the same corner, getting past mid. Raikau there to touch the ball back into the exact same corner. Chugsy trying to get a little bit of a shot here, but it doesn't work out as Eric clears the ball away from his net. Project there to stop the runaway ball from going into his net. Now RMH taking a shot, blocked away by Project once again. Project gonna try and clear it away, but he just can't quite get there as RMH puts it back near their net. RMH takes another shot, but it's off crossbar. Eric trying to receive, but it just hits the wall. Raikau passing the ball mid. Miku hitting the ball away. Vulcan is desperate for the shot right now, and the ball drops. Iris gets game 3. And that leaves the score 3-1. Iris with 3, Cupid with 1. games 3 and 4 were both pretty close. Um, I would say that game 2 was a close one too, going into overtime. Proud of Vulcan for getting that one. The offense on Iris is just nasty, and the defense is even better too. That defense with Miku is always there, but Chugsy's is the right place at the right time every time. Let me check. Let me check my time. I have a game at 8:30. Um, I don't think that I will be streaming that one. Um, if somebody else wants to stream that one, you can. I don't know what other streamers I've got in my chat right now, but if somebody else wants to stream that, they can. Who invited me? Those chugs. Yeah, but if any of you other guys are streamers here in my chat, you can cast that too if you want. I'm not too picky, but I will not be the one to stream / cast it. I don't want to do that to my team because I don't want to leak comms from me or them. Um, yeah, if you guys want to take control of that, you can. But I'm gonna end the stream here. Um, you guys can talk to me on Discord or whatever and figure out what you want to do. But I'll talk to you guys later.